how you guys doing? Well, today is the day that I show you how to save a lot of money. If you are a designer, if you do it for fun, if you do it for your kids, you do it for yourself, I am finna to show you how you can save a lot of money. Okay, every now and then Hancock's go on sale on their patterns. Sometimes they don't, which they going out of business, but a lot of places you can get, a lot of places that sell fabric sells patterns. Now what I do is, my client will hit me up and let me know that it's the outfit that they want. I go inside of my pattern on my tablet and I find the pattern that comes closest to it. Sometimes I have to use a pant set from one and the shirt from the other to get the whole outfit, but usually that's how I do it. If I can't find a pattern that is like that pattern, what I do is I get this paper, and I can draw a little bit. So I take this paper and I visualize the outfit, and I make my own pattern out of this paper. This paper you cannot see through, you cannot trace or nothing like that. It's just, if you able to go from your head and create your own pattern step by step, you can use this paper. I also, sometimes if I can't draw it the way I want to, I might take a top from this pattern, top from that pattern, and I trace it on the tracing paper, and then I put the whole thing together and I trace it on this paper. What you would need, the main things you would need for this project, you would need your tracing paper, which this looks just like the paper that the tissue that comes is just a little thicker, but it's still see-through and you still will be able to trace off of it. You would need a pencil. The pencil is what you would trace with. The scissors, you need cutting scissors. Do not use your fabric scissors. You will mess your scissors up unless you have a sharpener, a scissor sharpener. You need 2 markers. Because your pattern come in at least 4 or 5 different sizes, to determine the lines, I use highlighters so I will see the lines better through the tracing paper. So I might, if it's a 3, I might trace the 3 with the yellow. I might trace the 4 with the pink, the 5 with the, and I will go where it's not connected, the colors is not together. So when I put my tracing paper on top of it, as you will see, I can indicate the lines much better. Of course, you need your pattern. This pattern, I have to do a mother and daughter skirt. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this pattern. I am going to do C. So on my envelope that I have, no, I don't cut all the patterns out at the same time. This time the little girl is a size 3. So what I do is, I cut just a size 3. I put it in the envelope. I put the name of the pattern and the number of the pattern, and that is the size 3. So just in case I get another little girl in the size 3, I can always go to this pattern, the size 3, and it's already cut out. Now if I get another little girl and she's a size 5, of course I would have to do this whole step over, but at least if I get another little girl, you know, yeah, I had it still. Okay, so like I said, this is the pattern I will be using. So on the envelope I will put new look, I will put A6 409, and I am tracing C, and I will put size 3 on this envelope. So I will put this in my cabinet, and I know that next time I get a little girl and that needs the same skirt in the size 3, I already have it cut out. This will save you guys so much money. Okay, so this is what the pattern looks like, and we already said we're doing the look C. On the back of the C, it tells you these, as the kids, it goes by the ages. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But you can measure their waist and see, because you might have a 4-year-old that wears a size 3. So you still have to get your measurements, your height, and your chest, and all that information to do this. Okay, and I see on, I look over here and I see on C skirts, it indicates that if I am using 45 inches of fabric, I would need 1/8 of material. I usually get a little over because, you know, just in case you mess up or whatever. And under each size, it tells you each age, each measurement, it tells you the size fabric that you would need for the skirt that you're trying to do. Okay, this will tell you the length of the skirt that it will be. Okay, and this right here lets you know what's the best fabric to use on this pattern. And next you have things that you would need. Okay, we doing C skirts, so we know we need 7/8 yards of 1 inch wide elastic for the waist. If size B, you would need something extra, but we are focusing on C skirt. Okay, so now we inside of the pattern, and we get the instructions. We still look and indicate that we are doing C skirt. So after we look at what skirt we doing, now we come down to the next one, and it says we need the three pieces that is given. That's 1, 2, and 3. So we're doing C skirt, so we have to go down and see that, okay, on C skirt I need 2 and 3. It says it right there. 3 is the front and the back, and 2 is the casting. Okay, then we go down and we see all the things that we would need for this skirt. Okay, and okay, we got the close look at the fabric. It tells you about the salvage edges and all that. Then you go down. This is about the pattern. You come over. It's how to find the pattern size, and then it'll show you how to measure the child. Then you have how to prepare the pattern, and then you have how to prepare the fabric. Right here is the indication of how to fold the fabric and pin the pattern pieces to the fabric. Okay, now you can see right here that it says if you see this on the pattern, which I will show you later, it's pattern printed side up. This one is pattern printed side down. If you see a shaded, you can see that it's kind of shaded. That pattern you will put the side down. If you see it like this, that pattern is side up. Okay, right here is the indication that we're doing C skirt, and it tells you if you're using 40 to 44 inches to 45 inches, it tells you how to lay your pattern. And we see that all these patterns are clear, so that means that we will lay the patterns on the printed side up. All our patterns will be on the printed side up. See up here on skirt A, if we were doing skirt A, on the fold, one of your patterns, one will be printed, will be cut on the printed side down. Okay, you see the difference. All our patterns is on the printed side up. Okay, so we see where the fold will be, and so we see where we would need to lay our pattern, our number 3 and our 2. This is where we will lay our pattern on top of our material before cutting, and that's if we're using 58 to 60 inches of fabric, which once I cut the skirt out, that'll be a whole different video. Okay, so let's get started with the trace. Okay, now this is what your pattern will look like. Like I said, using the highlighters. I made a skirt like this before, so it's already highlighted it on the different colors and the different numbers. Okay, so I see that for skirt for size 3, it's the first pink line all the way around the fabric. That's what I'm going to trace out on my tracing paper. Right here, it tells you where the waistline. This indicates that this part right here of the skirt has to go on the fold, on the center fold. Okay, this tells you that you will cut 2 of them on the fold of the fabric, and this is the back and the front of the skirt, and this is your pattern 3. So when I trace this, I take my tracing paper and I lay it on top. See how clear that you can see through? You can still see through this paper. See that? Okay. So I will take my pencil and I will start at the beginning of my fabric, and I will trace on the line. Do not forget to get your notches. I don't use notches, but I'm trying to show you the right way. So you come down all the way. I'm following the pink line because that's my size 3 skirt. All the way around. I did nothing but the pink line. Okay, so now I have my size 3. Okay, what I would do next is I would trace every writing so I will know that's a size 3. So I won't forget to cut 2 on fold of fabric. Okay, then I know that it's the front and back, and I know it's skirt C. Okay, so that I know about the center fold, because after I trace this skirt, I would if I have the size 3 and have to do a C skirt, I would never have to take this pattern back out for a size 3. So I go and do all the markings that I need so I can go by this skirt. Because once you do an outfit and do it a couple of times, you will know what you need with what. So I will go and trace this line. This is indicating that this right here part of the skirt needs to be on the, I will put center fold. So this is what, it's the same thing that it says under there, but you know it's in English and Spanish and some other stuff. Okay, right here I will put that it says it needs 5/8 in hem allowance. So I will write that so I will remember it. Okay, I have a notch right here, and you know the notches is just so you can line your skirts up together. Okay, so once that's done, I now get my scissors. Okay, so now that I have one of my pieces, I need 2, remember. I have one of them cut out. So now I try to get as close as I can to the pattern so you don't waste any paper. and I cut it out. All the way around. Really easy. And now I have my 2 pieces that once I sew together, it will be the skirt. Okay, so now I have my 2 pieces that I will cut on the fold of the fabric like it told me to, and I will have my 3-year-old circle skirt. I had to cut the piece out for the elastic. That is my video on how to trace the pattern. Y'all have a blessed day and save lots and lots of money.